Hi everyone, welcome to my little corner of vegan YouTube. My name is Alina. Today I want to share with you one of our family's favorite recipes for delicious vegan pinto bean taquitos. What I love about this recipe is that the taquitos come out really delicious and crispy. The pinto bean filling inside is so lovely and chunky and seasoned to perfection with chili powder and cumin and paprika. These taquitos are actually healthier than what you'd get at a restaurant because instead of deep frying them, I bake them in the oven. They still come out really lovely and crispy. Better yet, I make the filling in the Instant Pot, which is so much easier. I don't even soak the beans. I just put everything in the Instant Pot and it comes out just perfect. So I know I could just keep rambling about this recipe, but I think you're probably ready for me to just show you how to do it. So let's go.
First off, let's chop some vegetables. I've got this medium-sized onion that I'm going to chop, and I also have this green pepper. It's pretty big, so I'm only going to use a half of it. You can also use some poblano peppers or mix in some chopped jalapeños if you want your filling to be spicy. Next up, I'm going to preheat my Instant Pot on saute function. Once the pot is hot, I'm going to add some avocado oil, or you can use veggie broth if you want it to be oil-free, and dump my vegetables in. Now, when it comes to beans, just like the name of this recipe suggests, I like using pinto beans, but another great substitution are cranberry beans, also known as borlotti beans. As you can see, pinto beans are a little bit smaller. They have these brown specks on them, whereas cranberry beans are a little bit bigger and they have nice red specks. Flavor-wise, they are quite similar, but I find that the filling for these taquitos comes out a little bit creamier when I make it with cranberry beans.
By the way, if you'd like to get this recipe in written form, I have it on my website, veganrunnereats.com. You can find the direct link in the video description and in the first comment. I have a few more tips and tricks there, including how to cook the pinto bean filling on stovetop instead of in the Instant Pot, in case you don't have an Instant Pot. So yeah, check it out.
All right, time to get back to the vegetables. I'm going to add some seasoning, oregano, cumin, paprika, chili powder, and of course salt and pepper. Find the amount of each ingredient in the video description and also on my website. Now I'm gonna give it a nice good toss and add the rest of the ingredients. I got my rinsed beans and some frozen corn. Finally, I'm going to add my water, or you can also use veggie broth if you'd like. Next up, I'm going to press cancel to stop the sauteing, and put the lid on, and set the pressure cooking timer for 1 hour. After this 1 hour is over, we're going to wait 15 minutes before releasing the pressure.
All right, so it's been 1 hour and 15 minutes, 1 hour for pressure cooking, and then 15 minutes for natural release. It's time to open the lid and take a look at the beans.
While I was setting up my camera, another couple minutes went by. I'm going to press cancel and press this button on top to release the pressure. Now it's time to open the lid. All right, it's time to stir the beans. Sometimes when I open the lid, I see way more liquid than this, but that's okay. Once I start mashing, it all thickens up just fine. Speaking of mashing, I'm going to use just a regular potato masher and apply some good old-fashioned elbow grease. I'm going to mash up as many beans as I can, but it doesn't have to be completely smooth, obviously, because we're not making hummus over here. So it's going to be something like this.
All right, so before I start making the taquitos, I'm going to take a quick taste test of my filling. Make sure the seasoning is all right and everything. It's really good. Perfect. All right, let's roll up the taquitos.
I'm going to line my baking sheet with a piece of parchment paper. Next, I've got my regular flour tortilla. I'm going to put about 2 to 3 tablespoons of the filling right in the middle. I gotta make sure that there's at least an inch open on both sides because the filling really expands when the taquitos are baking. Now we're gonna roll this taquito nice and tight. It's gonna look something like this. Next, we're going to put it on the baking sheet, seam side down, and continue making as many taquitos as we can fit. I usually end up with about 14, 15, sometimes even 16 taquitos. Time to bake the taquitos. I've preheated my oven to 400 degrees. I'm going to pop them right in on the middle rack and set the timer for 16 minutes. While my taquitos are baking, I'm going to make a simple avocado dip that goes really well with these taquitos. So I've got my avocado that's not super ripe. I wish I had another day to wait till it ripens, but it's okay. I'm going to use just a half of it, but you can use a whole one if you'd like. So I'm going to score it like this and turn it inside out to get the pieces out. All of this is much easier to do if your avocado is ripe, of course, but oh well. So I'm going to start mashing. Next, I'm going to squeeze some fresh lime juice over my avocado to keep it from turning brown. Now you can kind of see me struggling with mashing over here because the avocado isn't super ripe, but oh well. Next, I'm going to prepare the rest of the ingredients. I've got this cilantro that I'm going to mince nice and fine. Then I've got this red onion that I'm going to use just this one circle. I like to mince it pretty small, but you can leave it chunkier if you'd like. Time to add everything to the bowl with avocado. Mix it all together. And now time for my secret ingredient, garlic powder. I really like the flavor of garlic in this dip. It adds this nice depth of flavor, but if you don't like it, you can just skip it. Alright, the taquitos are done. Time to take them out of the oven. You know they're ready when they look nice and crispy and the edges have this lovely golden brown color.
All right, all what's left is to do a taste test. Really good. The filling is perfectly tender, yet slightly chunky, obviously, because we didn't mash the beans into oblivion. The seasoning is perfect with spices, you know, the cumin and paprika and chili powder. They come together really well in this. And add to this my avocado dip, and it's just perfection. So I highly recommend. So thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. I hope you found it useful. Please give it a like if you haven't yet. This will help YouTube show this video to more people, which to me is like, you know, the main reason why I make these videos. Also, like I said earlier, if you want to have this recipe in written form, I have it on my website, veganrunnereats.com. I'm gonna link it in the video description and in the first comment. I have some tips there that I haven't included in this video. For example, how to cook the beans on stovetop instead of the Instant Pot, like in case you don't have an Instant Pot. Next up, check out my Instant Pot video playlist over here. This is where I have all of my vegan Instant Pot videos, including some that are the most popular videos on my channel. So yeah, give it a watch. I'm sure you'll find something over there that you'll really enjoy. And I will see you very soon, probably in the next video. Bye-bye.